I met a man in my late 30s through an ad in I think it was the Financial Times or it was the Times. And in those days, for those of you not at a certain age, that was the equivalent of online dating, putting an ad in a newspaper. And they still do it, but it was, a big thing. All the newspapers, all the local papers, that was one of the ways that people met. So I put an ad in there and I met somebody and I fell completely in love with this man. And looking back now, I know that it was partly an unhealthy relationship because he triggered my inner child wounds, the wounds from my childhood. And I was helpless in the presence of overwhelming feelings, which I mistook to be love. And for those of you who are interested in healing the wounded inner child, there is a webinar that I do about that. And I will be repeating that again quite soon. And also my webinar on the nature of love for more understanding on what love really is. There's a difference between just sort of falling in love and being triggered by childhood patterns and really true love. So anyway, after struggling alone with my feelings, and it was one of those on-off relationship things, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and he suggested that I attended a healing group that was run by a counselor friend of his. And so I did, and I can only tell you that it completely transformed my healing process. As soon as I walked through the door, this was a very gifted counselor, I have to say, facilitator, and later she became a friend. But at that time, it was a weekly group, and it completely changed, the feelings that I went through. It was a small group, about 5 of us, I think, and it was amazing. So I realized then that if you can do this process with other people, it really speeds it up, the healing process.